Hey there, friends. It's Pastor Derek, and I'm standing out here under our worship pavilion, enjoying just some of the beauty of God's creation. And as I look around and I see the grass and I hear the birds and listen to the wind and feel the warmth of the sun, I'm starting to realize that man, God is just everywhere. Not that I didn't know it, but it's just a great reminder to be out in nature and recognize the greatness of the God who created it all. That actually reminds me of today's daily dose of hope from Psalm chapter 53. And it starts off like this. It's kind of a wake-up call. You and me today and to our world even. And it says this: "The fool says in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt, doing abominable iniquity. There is none who does good." Wow, what a horrible picture that paints. I know that we look at the world around us and we see the news media and we look at what's happening in our own cities and towns around our country, and we start to wonder, does anyone believe in God anymore? And yet, it wasn't nearly as bad as what the psalmist describes. He says everyone is continually doing abominable iniquity, and there's corruption everywhere. And I know that he's talking about a scene that's very similar to our day today, but there were times that were much worse than this, because it goes on and it says, God looks down from heaven on the children of man to see if there are any who understand, who seek after God. And now he says this, he goes on and he paints a picture that's even worse than what you and I are experiencing right now. Yeah, there's corruption around, and yeah, people are doing some abominable iniquities around us, and some have fallen away, and some are just growing lazy in their following of God because it's more comfortable to just be distant than it is to actually fight through and be present. And yet he says, they have all fallen away. Together, they have all become corrupt. I want to talk to you a little bit about this idea that they have all fallen away, and that's not at all where we are today. So I think what the psalmist is doing is he's trying to wake people up to realize that there is a day, that there was a day, and there will be a day when not just a few will fall away, but all. The many will stop believing. They'll stop pursuing after the things of God. It happened in the days of Noah, when there was only one man who was found righteous upon the earth. And the Bible tells us of a time coming near the end when, right before Jesus returns to claim us all and to take us back to be with him forever in eternity, that the many will fall. That we'll close our eyes to the things of God and close up our ears to the message of the gospel. And so now in our day to day and in the world in which we live, where there are abominable things and people falling away from God, it's time for you and I to speak a little more loudly. Speak clearly with our mouths that Jesus is Lord, and speak clearly with our actions that Christ came to save and redeem all of mankind. This is the message that we can proclaim. Are there any who remain faithful? Yes, there are. You and me. And we've been given the message to proclaim. So let's do that. Let's proclaim it loud and bold for everyone to hear. That's today's daily dose of hope. God is still present. And even when we falter, God is consistent. All right, have a great day, my friends. Enjoy your weekend. Spend some time outside and just be well in all that you do. See you Sunday.